So I've made a commitment to myself to make friends of my neighbors and neighbors of my friends. And there's two sides to that. I've had folks who I knew before live with me or move into my neighborhood. And I've gotten to know the folks who are already here. And that does include all my neighbors. So there is a fella who is unhoused, homeless, vagrant, whatever word you prefer to use, because unfortunately, whatever one we use, no matter how much kindness is behind it, will eventually gain some stigma. But Mario, I've seen him 100 times, 300 times, and today he actually asked me for something. He doesn't usually, he just usually waves. And so I got him a can of Pepsi and a sweet roll, because that's what he wanted, because the fella at the show won't let him in there, which, yeah, you know, maybe he's panhandled from people inside the store, maybe just like doesn't want him to in there. Yeah, it's like not great, but still. And it's interesting because Mario, this is the guy's name, Mario, he's always on the street, just like I am. When I'm walking around slightly aimlessly, because that's what I need to do when my body wakes me up at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. There's not all that much to do but to walk around the neighborhood, because I don't like looking at drywall. And he's like, you know, there's too many cars, too many vehicles going around the streets. And I'm like, you know, I've noticed the unbadged Teslas and this Waymo that I actually interacted with this morning that has been circling my block every 10 minutes. And it seems to have stopped. We'll see if it's doing the same thing tomorrow between 6 and 7 a.m. But it's interesting who really keeps an eye on things, because I'm out and I'm watching, Mario's out and he's watching, but a lot of folks, you know, they walk to their mailbox, they put out their trash cans, they get in their car, and it's hard to make neighbors. Those folks are neighbors, but it's really difficult to make friends out of such neighbors. I got other neighbors that really use their front yard. I got a neighbor that's got a trampoline in the front yard. It was interesting. A friend was asking me which direction from the house is the house of the trampoline. I'm like, it's 2 doors down. And it's like 2 doors down in what direction? I'm like, toward the trampoline. You'll see it. And those folks, they're outside, I'd say even more frequently than me, and they're entertaining. They're having family, they're having kids' birthday parties, they had a nice Easter celebration, and they're great neighbors, great friends. And it is an observation of mine that when folks enclose their front yards, as opposed to having just open lawn, they tend to recreate there rather than inside or perhaps the backyard. And that's a better neighborhood. So, in addition to seeing what I can do to get the Waymos to stop circling my block, driving nobody anywhere, not picking anybody up, not on its way to pick anybody up, not dropping anybody off, just circling, I have done putting my my picnic table and my hammock out front, because I want to interact with the folks who actually interact with the neighborhood. And these are all friction. These are all things that take more effort than just doing your routine. Just getting in the car, take the kids to school, come back, watch TV. It's more, scroll Instagram. It's more work. But it is so important to be a good neighbor. And I like to make friends of my neighbors and neighbors of my friends. I smile, I wave, and I'm pretty recognizable. So it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?